What's up, guys? Welcome to our new series, B.F.T Insider. Now, I'm going to pass it off to my colleague, John.
Thanks, Bubba. Dude, so this is our first episode, and we could not be starting off better. We've always said on B.F.T, no guest needed. This is where you're going to find guests. This is where you're going to find interviews, and we're going to get to know people that we just flat out find interesting. And tonight is no exception. We had to go big or go home. Our guest tonight is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wrestling streamers on the planet right now. We firstly thank her for her time, and we're so excited to interview none other than Wheezy Blonde.
What a surprise.
Jax, I told you guys for almost 2 weeks we had a massive guest. The lady below us. I did the math. Not well, but I did the math. She has 1 million followers across her social media platforms. She is a lightning rod in the wrestling community and the wrestling streaming community. It is our honor and privilege to welcome Wheezy Blonde. What's up, Wheeze?
Hi, how are you guys? It's 9:45 at night. I'm drinking water. The fact that I'm awake is actually quite impressive. I'm actually doing pretty good.
I think when I turned like 35, I just started like getting tired early.
Oh, I've got like one more year then for 35, but like I do get tired early, but I stay up anyway because I feel like there's so many things I got to get done that I'm like, no, I'll sleep later. It's fine.
Are you always squirreling out?
Oh yeah, always. And even when I I'll go lay down and I'm still, I gotta do this, and then I'm making a list.
How many times have you laid down to try to go to sleep for something to come in your head, you can't get it off and have to jump up and do it?
Oh gosh, almost every night, honestly.
That's the same
Majority of nights of the week is kind of how that goes. So I don't get sleep.
I kid you not even 2 weeks ago, I pulled a 14-hour shift, came home, hopped on a stream with Jax, and we stayed up till 12:30 his time, just doing backgrounds and overlays. And we literally took 30 minutes with ChatGPT trying to get our microphones closer, and it would just keep messing up. But we were OCDing out on it.
That's the hardest too. I mean, that's the hardest too when you've worked a full day and then you come home and then you're trying to have enough focus and energy to do that too on top of everything else. Like that's the hardest. I remember.
Oh, absolutely. Which brings us to our first question. There was a big kerfluffle, and you asked the question of what is your why? Like, before you found that you wanted to do this full time, you were a hairdresser.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how difficult was it working a full-time job, streaming, just trying to stay up to date on everything from clients to what's going on in wrestling?
It was almost impossible. The thing is, I think people would ask me all the time because I just left last July, so it hasn't even been a full year yet. I had people ask me all the time, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I could only answer, I barely do. I don't know. I'm always sacrificing something else in order to, whether it be sleep, whether it be eating full meals, whether it be, there's always something. And eventually in the end, it ended up being my health. And so that was why I ended up really actually leaving. It was more, I stayed out of pride more than anything else. I didn't need to, but I just couldn't imagine walking away from my career, what I spent majority of my life working towards. So just it was really hard. It was really, really hard. And sometimes I look back now and I'm like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that, honestly.
It's crazy because, like you said, it's your career. It's something you've honed a craft in that you use to supply for your family. And to, like this Friday, for me personally, I'll celebrate 20 years at the same job, which is incredible to me. And I couldn't imagine like the nerves and the scaredness of doing that.
I think that's why it took something to physically make me. I don't think I ever would have. If you don't know, I ended up having to go to the hospital in the middle of a shift. So I had a client in my chair. I was applying color to her head. And my heart rate went up to like 155 standing still. And I had to hurry up and finish getting the color on her head. Went and like had to sit in another room. Long story short, my mom came and got me and took me to the hospital, and someone else had to finish my client out, and I never went back. Never went back.
Well, I'm glad you're. I mean, personally, I'm glad you're health wise. You're doing a lot better. Like
Thanks.
Exactly.
No, thank
I,
you. Yeah, I'm
I,
doing much better
we all have our health issues, so it always sucks to see someone get sick. Now, did you go to beauty school and finish?
now. Yeah. Yeah, so
Oh,
I went to beauty school in 2013. I was 20 years old. I was 20.
I had a whole beauty school dropout reference and everything from the Grease movie.
Oh yeah,
And,
love that.
I was hoping she was like, "No, I dropped out." I was like, "Ah, it's a beauty school dropout. It's
No, I
real."
mean, it still kind of works because I dropped out of college to go to beauty school. So I went to
Oh,
traditional college, dropped
counts.
out. So it's like, yeah, beauty school dropout. I was the dropout in beauty school. So same
Technicalities, we
thing.
will take it. We will
Yeah, it
take
works.
technicalities.
Hey, it works for us. So you went to college. Which college did you go to?
Indiana University, South Bend.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
IU.
Okay. All right.
Georgia boy myself, but we're
He's
not
been
gonna.
dying to ask you this question.
Yeah, I guess. Since you went to there, what is your favorite college football team?
I've said this so many times too. So I live in South Bend, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
We're automatically like positioned to be fans of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised in it. So I feel like that's my default. I went to IU and no one cared about IU football until literally the last 2 years. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm a big IU fan. I wasn't. I
I
wasn't
agree with that. I
one
agree with that.
fucking bit. Not one
Yeah.
fucking bit. And then I'm also a Detroit fan and I live close to Michigan. So I root for Michigan sometimes, but I don't have like a loyalty. I don't have a loyalty.
See, I'm the same way. Jax gives me shit and makes fun of me and says I'm a Longhorns fan, but I don't really watch a lot of college football. Unfortunately, I'm a Texans fan, so I deal with a lot of heartache too. But I don't really cheer for a college team. But anytime Georgia beats it on Texas, I got to catch shit from him. So
You-
I feel you on that one.
To be fair, Texas has never beat Georgia.
Everyone gives it. No one likes Georgia up here. I will say. I feel like I'm sorry. It's just how it is. It's just how
That's
it
okay.
is. You guys are good, and no one up here really is. So,
but Notre Dame
Michigan
had
is, but that was
Rudy.
2 years ago. When Notre Dame had Rudy,
Yeah, had one of the best sports movies ever made.
the bar that they filmed in is one of my favorites. It's Corby's. They have really good pizza downtown South Bend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so we can actually ask on this. So I spent the last year and a half living in Chicago. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jax, one present I wanted to give myself when I was there was to fly Jax up to Chicago with me. So I was staying in Skokie, Illinois.
Okay.
Okay. So I took him for pizza. I had him try Lou Malnati's,
Okay.
Giordano's,
Okay.
and then we had Roots Handmade.
Okay.
His favorite one was Roots Handmade, the tavern style.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, what's your favorite style pizza?
Detroit style.
Detroit style. Okay.
Detroit style for sure. But I think my next would be tavern style. I think that's such a big misconception. I'm like an hour and a half outside of the south side of Chicago. So I think there's a big misconception in Chicago that the pizza that you get there is you get deep dish pizza and that's what you order all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
no one is going on a Friday night to be like, let's get a pie. We're gonna get deep dish pizza.
I was that guy.
We
Were
went.
you?
I always thought Chicago had deep dish, and then I go up there and I found out two things: there's more than just deep dish pizza, and everyone is a huge CM Punk fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere. Wrestling in Chicago in general is
It's
huge. It's really really huge there.
Yeah, we went to his gift to me for bringing him up to Chicago was we went to the House of Glory show.
There's
Oh,
only
nice.
one in Chicago.
It was so cool. We met Mustafa Ali. We met Matt Cardona. We did not meet Zilla Fatu.
No, shocker. What did
We
he
will
not show up?
we will not talk about that.
So
I'm sorry, Zilla.
I'll tell a story on this one. So Zilla, one of the main reasons is because Zilla's from Houston. I'm from Houston.
Mm.
So he wanted to go meet Zilla. Well, so Matt Cardona shows up, gets in the ring, cuts promo, and he's saying that he just got news that Zilla was really sick, and from even though he's out here being a heel, he's praying for Zilla, which made me and Jax go, "Holy shit, what's going on?" The next day, he was at the Texans playoff game as the center.
I remember that actually. Oh my god. Oh wait, I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, he's not gonna make it. He's sick." Everyone around us told us this. I wake up the next morning and lose it. I'm like, I bought tickets just to like see Zilla to let him know a dude from Houston was in Chicago to support him. It was just a big thing. But I'm going to take the reins for a second. I've always been curious. What got you in to your love of wrestling the way it is?
The way, so what do you mean by the way it is? Like, do you remember, do you
To
mean
be
like
able,
just how I got into it when I was a kid, or
a little bit of both, how you got into it as a kid and how you realized that that was the space you wanted to do and make a career out of.
okay. When I was a kid, my dad, I grew up with pretty much just my dad. So that was how my dad introduced me to wrestling. I did stop watching probably about 2007 to about 2016.
Okay.
And when I got back into it, it was an easy thing to kind of hop back into. I still liked it for the same reasons. I'm a dorky theater kid, so I like storylines and I like characters and all of that. And as it went on in 2018, 2019, the indie scene really, I feel like, blew up with everything that was going on in WWE. And so I got more into the independents. That's how I found out about Danhausen and a lot of different promotions then. Um, when we got on TikTok, it's such a, it feels like such a fever dream because it's crazy to think that it was 6 years ago. Um,
Wow.
like, I
Really?
got on TikTok 6 years ago when I started, and my first wrestling video was, like, the beginning of 2021. Um, and I think the main thing that made me want to be a part of it and do it the way that I do is because it gave me other people to relate with it about. So I don't have anyone around me that likes wrestling. I don't have any other people in person to talk about it with, and the internet kind of opened that up. And so that was why I pursued it as hard as I did. I'd always wanted to be a YouTuber or work in entertainment in some capacity. And then when I actually started working at conventions and at shows and meeting people that work in wrestling, I really fell in love with the behind the scenes and seeing how the machine works. And it's not something I talk about very often, uh, but getting to do that and work with those people has been my favorite thing. And so that's really where I focus most of my energy. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and it's just spiraled and turned into so many things over 6 years, and so many broken promises and so many promised things that didn't happen, and
Hot
the
dogs
dream
and
changes.
handshakes.
Yeah, I mean, God, it's wrestling. I mean, it happens if it happens to the wrestlers, funny enough, it happens to the personalities too, and everybody else in between.
Oh, definitely. Like that's my big thing is I I love doing the show in these different series me and John are creating, but I love the behind the scenes stuff. Like I love the editing of the video and being able to work that whole process and go back and watch and be like, damn.
There was
Like,
someone that told me, they said once you see it happen and work and the way that it works and you get to be a part of it, like, you never forget it. Like, you fall in love with it and you wanna consistently be a part of it, and that's totally, totally, totally what happened to me. I just completely fell in love with it and dove in head first.
it takes
It's
a lot
really
of guts to do
cool
that.
because of the people you meet. I've gotten the opportunity to meet, you know, Sam Stackhouse, and one of my best friends in life right now. He's a Texas wrestler named Nate Slater. And them confiding in you and trusting you enough to invite you to shows to see that behind the scenes. Like, you wear that like a badge of honor because people will ask you, and then when people ask you, you sit there and you're like, no, I'm not going to say anything because they're trusting me with what's going on back there and what's happening. So it makes it's a new level of home, and it drives more fire in you.
Yeah. It's really, really awesome to hear some sane people say something like that.
Well, the way I look at it, I've always loved wrestling. I dipped my toes into the content part of it, but I've always worked in bars, and I've been next year will be 20 years consistent working in that industry. And I started off working at like music venues and like places with concerts, and you start meeting some of these guys that are like you're like big fans of, and go, huh? They put their pants on the same way I do. Like
It
it
does,
just
it does. I mean, you meet some of them, and I remember the last time I did interviews somewhere, they asked, "Are you a wrestling fan?" And they're like, "Are you a wrestling fan? Or are you just here doing media?" And I was like, "No, I'm actually a fan." And they're like, "Oh, you're just really like laid back. You're just very, very laid back
Yeah.
and chill. Like you're very professional." I was like, "Thank you. It's my job. That's why I'm
Yeah.
here. Like I'm obviously a big fan of you, and you're great, but I have a job to do, and
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
we can hold it together."
Yeah, real professional, but inside you're just like a 9-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's a cool
Smiling.
thing. Obviously, you're like,
Have you had a fangirl moment where you've met that one person and there's no professionalism? It's just like, holy, it's you.
I don't think I have. The person I had the hardest time was Dustin Rhodes.
Really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Matt-
have spoke. I'd have been very quiet.
yeah, that one was hard. That one was hard. The picture is hilarious because I'm cheesing. I'm like, like it was the greatest. But no, everyone else I think I've been able to reel it in pretty good.
My favorite wrestler I ever met is my favorite wrestler of all time, AJ Styles. I was in Florida doing a family trip at Disney, and me and someone else went to watch the Impact tapings. And before they went on, Borash was in the ring, and this is TNA in their prime. Sting, Nash, Kurt Angle, they're all there. And Borash gets in the ring, and he's like, "We're looking for the loudest, most obnoxious fan to go backstage and meet the wrestlers." I was like, fucking
That's hilarious.
Oh, dude, I was giving Kurt Angle so much shit that I couldn't be denied. And then finally, after the first commercial, I saw Dixie Carter point at me, and I go backstage, and the lady who was escorting was like, "Is there anybody you really want to meet?" I said, "AJ Styles," and I still have the picture to this day. This is short hair, X Division AJ Styles.
Oh,
Couldn't have been a nicer individual.
choker necklace.
Oh yes, choker necklace.
I feel like those what were they like kabucha shells or necklaces that that every surfer kid wore back then. Like it had to be like I'm a big guy, you're not putting nothing tight around my neck. But everyone had them like surfer necklaces. Dude, it's weird.
Nope. It's part of the staple. It's part of the staple.
Yeah, you gotta live the gimmick, dude.
Yeah, and speaking of staples and stuff, and let's just turn to music. You're a bit of a rock fan. I've noticed you're a bit of a rock.
Oh, really?
Fan. Yep, Jax, you want to take it from here?
I'm all over the place. Hit me with it.
Are you more of a metal, punk rock?
I'm probably more punk rock. Metal, it'll be kind of spotty depending on what it is.
Okay.
Have you ever heard Baby Metal?
Dude, Baby Metal is the best thing out there.
I know Baby. I know Baby Metal.
Dude, so good.
Sleep Token.
Just recently introduced to Sleep Token within the last year. It was a client of mine that pointed them out to me, and they were like secretly releasing like a new tour or something like that, or they were starting to release the Easter eggs for it. And that was when I first actually started listening to them a bit, but not regularly. I honestly couldn't tell you, like I couldn't even tell you a song.
If you ever get the chance just to go to one, I went to one of their shows. My fiance is a diehard Sleep Token fan. It is not a concert; it is an experience.
Okay,
it is crazy. But when you had to say punk rock, favorite punk rock band?
Shit.
I asked the weird ones.
Shit. I do lean more. I would say I lean more poppy when it comes to any kind of punk. So the things that like Blink-182 always pops right out just because.
Yeah. Blink-182. Their drummer survived a plane crash. Like,
oh, no shit.
Come on, right?
Yeah.
I saw Blink-182 and a half at the rodeo. It was Tom wasn't there. It was
when
the
Tom
other
was not with you.
Yeah. I felt that was very Alkaline Trio of sounding.
Yeah, I could see that.
Where he kind of brought that Alkaline Trio's sound and like a little bit of style to his guitars. But pop punk to me, I would have to say all-time favorite pop punk band, Newfound Glory.
Oh, yeah, I do like Newfound Glory. I think of a mix CD that a friend made for me when I was in high school. It had like 2 of their songs from around that time on it.
Oh, burning CDs in high school. I remember that. Oh.
Yeah, but I still have all mine. They're in like a sleeve. I don't even really have anything to play them on besides my computer.
So
Really?
I'm going to buy a CD player from the Goodwill and send it to you so you can listen to it the traditional right way. And it's not like it's playing in the computer, that's cool and all, but like a CD player that's like if you move the wrong way, it skips. Nothing is good like updated. Like if I'm playing an old video game, I want it to be on that console because that's what it was meant for.
Right. Agreed. For
So
sure.
I'm an old guy. I have a vinyl player, and I still have.
Oh,
Oh, she disappeared. There she is.
Back.
that was weird.
I can fix that.
I have an old vinyl player, and I have the original from the 70s, I believe, the Kiss Destroyer album. I'm a big Kiss fan, or I was a big Kiss fan. And
Oh, I love that.
every once in a while I'll throw that on just when I'm cooking or just trying to relax. That's kind of my background thing. But I'm more country and stuff. With our reacts, Jax is the one teaching me about newer music because he could name something. I'm like, sure, I don't know him. I don't have enough time to listen to music.
There's so much. There's just so much to know.
And with everything, the way social media is nowadays, it's so quick to get noticed too. Like, there's like 50 new bands a week now.
Yeah. And then because there's so many, I can never remember. I can never remember either. I feel like it used to be so much easier to remember the names of things and songs and everything. And now it's almost like, because like I have Spotify, right? So there's so much on there and I can't even easily find any of it. And then it drifts away. I found so many great, like more like pop punk bands in the last couple years. And we had gone to Nashville a couple years ago. And I remember seeing a few people out there and I can't fucking find them. Like, okay, there's
you're somewhere out there. Like, like
we were
bands nowadays.
So what did you think of Nashville? Because we just got back in December. Me and Jax went in December and scoped it out. We loved it. We had an absolute blast. He drove up from Florida to surprise me, and it was really fun. Like it was a really cool town.
I really like Nashville. We were just talking about wanting to go back because we had a really quick trip when we were there, and we didn't get to explore too far into other stuff outside of like the immediate area around Broadway.
Yeah.
So we like to go back and get a little bit of a different experience. But we really like live music. I like live music, and you know, I don't know how you feel about like the current concert state of anything, like anything that's in a stadium or an arena. It's ungodly expensive, and so I don't want to spend money on it because it's like, fuck you. Okay.
Yeah.
So getting to go watch people play live in Nashville or really any venue that's local, I really enjoy it because I miss live music. I used to go to concerts all the time when I was in my 20s and when I was in high school, and I haven't been in so long.
That's why at the establishment I work at, we do live music, cover bands mostly on the Fridays and Saturday nights, and I just love it. It doesn't matter. It's just the atmosphere of it. It doesn't like, and yes, I will. I do toot this horn a little bit. It's not the fact that LP from Yellow Card's band plays there or Joey from Red Jumpsuits comes and hangs out. It's more of those. It's the atmosphere of it's just like energetic and like people like you can't go to a concert and be upset. Like if you are, just leave.
Yeah.
Like concerts are happy places.
They are. The one thing I think of concerts now though too is, and it depends on, I feel like I'm in the in between where I hang out with a lot of people that are younger and then I have people that are my age and older. The people that are my age and older have no issue going to a concert or anywhere and having fun and jumping up and down and being expressive. And I feel like a lot of the people that are a lot younger, they're a lot more reserved and they're more worried about like what other people think. So they just kind of stand there. They go to a concert and they're just standing there. Not doing nothing. Or they have their phone out.
Yeah. And you were saying about the state of ticket prices being so massive. I got fortunate enough. Ticketmaster last week did a special where they offered 4,000 different concerts. The tickets were only $30. They were waiving the fees, so all you had to pay was taxes. I lucked out and got Shinedown tickets for my local show for $32.50.
Oh my God. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like I feel like ticket buying is more of a resale game nowadays.
It is.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same thing with, I mean, it is the same thing with wrestling, but wrestling, it's still expensive. Like,
yeah.
But they just like quadruple it or even, God, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. We talked about this on a couple episodes ago, Boyfriend Time. In Houston, we do this thing called the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. It's a 1 month long event, and it's a full on rodeo. But after each rodeo, is a concert, and it's the headliner. The guy who played last was Cody Johnson. It does different genres. Paul Wall was there, but man,
Powell.
yeah. I want to say for Cody Johnson tickets, like nosebleed, it was going around $200, and it's like, come on, man, that's a little excessive, especially because it's only an hour concert.
Oh gosh! Wow.
It's
Mhm.
ticket price. Everything's gone up, and bringing it back to wrestling, like I saw the WrestleMania prices and all that. I get it. It's WrestleMania. I've been fortunate enough to be at a WrestleMania. I got to go to 25 and see Taker versus Shawn, the original, and they weren't bad. But nowadays, I'll sit at home and watch it from the comfort of my chair. It's insane.
Okay, then I'm going to ask Wheezy this. How was it? And I just want to know a personal thing. Sitting on the stage of WrestleMania, like that is a fever dream that any wrestling fan could probably have. Is like, I'm on the stage. Screw you.
It was a moment in my life where I was like, this is the peak, and I don't think that I'm ever going to be able to do anything in wrestling ever again. Honestly, I was like, nothing is ever going to top this. It was such an unexpected thing. I had gotten an email a week before WrestleMania from Xfinity. They ended up hiring me for the gig, and I didn't find out until the Wednesday before WrestleMania that I had to go to a night of it, and that was part of the deal. And I had to film the Xfinity logos on like the mat and all this other stuff. And there were criteria of you can't film any finishing moves, you can't film this, you can't film that, but film yourself there and then post it like the next day. So just from doing that, I got to sit on the stage, and Xfinity had their own booth. So I was with like 3 other employees and my husband, all of which were not wrestling fans. So it was kind of, they were all sitting in the booth, and I'm like, well, I think me and like a 10-year-old girl were the first ones to stand up and go stand along the railing, and then it was kind of everybody else followed suit. But I just tried to sit in the moment with it and just soak it in as much as I could, because it was one of those like, this is never gonna happen again. Like, this is a once in a lifetime thing for me. I was like, I might not ever go to another WrestleMania again. And I'd had such a crazy year the year before, and there was so much promise of things, moving forward, and it just was awesome. And being that close to everything and getting the recognition from certain people, it looks just such a cool thing. Like, as a wrestling fan, it really, really, I look back on it and I'm just like, I can't believe that happened. Like, I can't believe that happened. It was so fucking cool. So fucking cool.
It's like, here's your stipulation. You have to film the logo doing something you love, but you have to go to WrestleMania one night. That's our
Yeah. Oh no, I have to go to
damn.
oh man, I get paid to go and like
hard.
film the Xfinity logo with my
Yeah.
phone, and I get to be on the stage, and was just so absolutely blown away and grateful for it.
Getting dapped up by CM Punk, it's a hard life.
Yeah, I didn't. I can't. I get tripped up because I didn't know.
Yeah.
He's coming up the ramp, and he saw me, and I saw him, and then he kept looking forward and got pulled over by the little girl. I don't know if you've heard the story, but so he was coming up the ramp, saw me, but he was still going towards the exit, and there was a little girl with a belt, and her mom and dad were like yelling, "Can you sign her belt? Can you sign her belt?" Because everyone had crowded around by this point. The main event had just ended, and he walked over and he signs her belt, and he looks up at her and he goes, "Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do something." And he steps back and he goes to walk away, and then he stops himself and he goes, "Oh." And he turns back around, and he comes directly to me, and he holds his hand up for me to shake it. And I looked like an idiot because I just looked at him like, me? Because I do that with everyone. Because I think it's like the 15-year-old in me that's afraid that someone's waving at me and they're not waving at me.
Yeah.
I do that today at the bar, right?
I do it. I just did it for when I was in Las Vegas. The people wave at me, and I'm like, me? It's me? Because I just never know. But he said thank you. And I'm like, okay.
I mean,
I think I said like anytime.
Sure, no problem.
Like, anytime, man.
Glad I can help.
And one of the guys that actually there was one person from Xfinity that is a wrestling fan, which is how I got the gig. Because he liked my content. He was behind me filming it the whole time. So I have video of it, which is really, really cool. And someone in the crowd took a picture of it. So I have a photo of it. So it's pretty cool. I have the experience, but I also had it documented because I didn't have my phone out. My phone was put away.
Yeah.
I did what I had to do, and then that phone went away.
Yeah, concerts, wrestling events, phone goes away. I'm not one of the now. Obviously, when Bray was around, they would come out for the Fireflies. But other than that,
oh yeah,
no. I want to watch. Jax came to Houston to do a Comic Palooza event with me and him, and we shot some footage and all that. Well, also our friend Nate they were doing their big event at the Comic Palooza, and as soon as it started, Jax walked away from all of us, went and sat by himself, and he was laser focused on wrestling. This is local Texas wrestling, this isn't national stuff, but he was just zoned in, and I was like, leave him be, dude. He's enjoying it.
It's the story.
It's my favorite getting to go to. I have friends that wrestle down in Dayton, Ohio. And I've gotten to go down there once, and I've been up to Michigan a couple times, and then in South Bend they've done a few things here. And it's my favorite because there's no obligation for me to do anything. Like I'm not obligated to do anything. I get to actually just be a fan. And so many the indie crowds are so fun because like most of the local promotions, it's the same people that go every time, so they're aware of who's there, they know who they are, and they're so energetic about it, and they don't give a fuck, and like they play along, and it's so much more fun.
It's another fun community in wrestling to be a part of.
Yeah,
because when we went to the Hog show in Chicago, it was Hog's debut show in Chicago, and it was like, I've been to different indie shows, but Hog is, I guess, what people refer to as like a super indie because like the popularity they have. And like, it was just the atmosphere alone was incredible. Like, it was like the way they cheer and it was just awesome. Like,
the amount of times they dove into the audience was insane because there's only 4 rows and then you're there. Amazing Red landed in our lap, and we were standing. He dove that far out of the ring. It's intimate. It's a great experience. The only thing I didn't like was standing out in the damn wind. I'm sorry.
Oh, was it outside?
No, it was
inside, but the stairs. It was it was at Lincoln Square or something like that in Chicago, and the stairs went down, and we were right at the door in line to where the people in front of us were in the door, and we were standing outside of the door.
Oh, so you were getting the draft. You're getting the draft coming through.
Dude.
Chicago wind.
Yeah.
That was the same day we went and seen the Shameless house.
Yes, I have seen the Shameless house. Have you ever seen Shameless?
I have seen Shameless. I've never ventured down to see the house.
I've seen the house. I'm very proud of it. I'm a big Shameless. I've watched the Shameless UK and the American version.
Oh, you're big. Okay.
Big. And we're driving there. I'm pointing to John the different places they filmed stuff at.
Oh yeah, because you can recognize it. I love that.
Awesome.
I love that.
We tried to go to the restaurant that the bear is based on, but they were closed by the time we got there.
Oh, I don't even know what restaurant that is.
It's some.
I'd have to re-look it up.
I had to look it up, but it's the show is based on what happened to this place. So we're like, hey, we should go there.
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah, it was closed, but
Yeah, we did our own little movie tour where my hotel was. I was 5 minutes from the Home Alone house. We went and saw the Married with Children fountain. What else do we see? The Batman, obviously the Batman car chase from The Dark Knight. I didn't realize how much cinema events happened in Chicago. It was crazy. It was cool to see. And then the Chicago sign and stuff like that.
I have a love-hate with Chicago. Like it's the closest major city to me, so we've gone there the most. But also, every time I go there, I'm like, God, drive through this fucking place, and everything's
so terrible.
It just pisses me off every time.
And you have to go up and down and in these tunnels, and I was like, why can't we just figure an easier way to make this happen?
No, yeah. Then you don't know where the hell you are. You're in a tunnel somewhere. Like, I don't know where this is leading, but here we are. What lane? Don't know.
That happened to us. Like, GPS got lost. Like, that's how bad we were screwed up one time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because we were going through the underground system. I don't remember the damn name, but the underground system by the Bean and all that. My GPS thought we were above ground.
I knew what you were gonna say.
Damn it!
Yeah, it's terrible. Well, as we're gonna come close to probably wrapping this up, John does have a couple questions. I'm gonna let him take the reins on and go ahead, John. I'm just gonna sit back
Hit me
and
with it. What you
wait for
got?
these answers.
Okay, so like as I've said and as I've made a video saying, me and Jax kind of bailed out of the whole wrestling creator stuff. It got too toxic for us. We met a bunch of the bad ones and it affected us and all that.
I'm sorry.
It happens. Who are some of your favorite creators? They don't have big, small, it doesn't matter. Like, who are people like you just enjoy their content?
I just enjoy their content. One of them, his name is Small Afro. His name's Jaren. He was a member of the Vibe Guys. He just has a good range of stuff. A lot of it is very funny, but he also is very creative. He does skit stuff. He doesn't do a lot of like takes. Like he's very lighthearted, but he also is very serious at times. So it's like a good balance of stuff. And he doesn't feel the need to be like condemning yelling in microphone all the time. Those are kind of the people that I feel like I resonate with that can be really even keel and fair. And then because I can be so biased now because I work in it. So it's like I have friends that do it. And
Yeah.
but they're not like my friend Santi Zap. I don't watch his content. I love him so much. He's such a great dude. I don't watch it because I don't listen to people's opinions like that.
I will say this on a sidebar. I'm waiting for the YouTube video because I do follow him on YouTube of him sending you a bunch of money to buy random wrestling stuff. Like I am waiting for the time that Wheezy is on this because I know she can find because everyone always buys him the weirdest stuff. Like someone bought him a Chargers wrestling belt or something one time. He was like, I'm not a fan of this team.
I think it was actually, I think it might have been a Texans belt.
It was a Texan belt. That's right.
It
was a Texans belt. And I sit here thinking, dude, Wheezy doing that'd be fun.
I'd have a blast, but I also love to give him shit. So I don't know. I feel like I'd find goofy shit just to be like an ass.
That's what you gotta do. That's what I do with Jackson. What Jax does with me. We send each other shit to make us look stupid.
I'm trying to think of more. I'm trying to think of more creators that I like because I think it's worth noting. I got off TikTok too. Like I've only been like back on it scrolling for like a month. So I had no idea how many people there were like making stuff. And I don't consume a lot. And a lot of it is attention based, but a lot of it is also that there's so much that I didn't even know what to start consuming. And when I also make so much content, I didn't want a lot of what I make to be skewed. And I didn't want to be overly influenced by what other people were doing for a period of time. So anything that was really long, I wasn't watching. So I was really big on like little skit things that I thought were funny. Not so much really reactions, but just really like just witty things or jokes. My friend Minnie is really great at that, just like being a little humorous. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So before we go, we're going to do some one-word answers. I'm going to name some stuff. I actually did a little prep and wrote it down on my paper right here.
Okay.
I just need your one-word answer. Now, this is going to cover wrestlers. It's going to cover wrestle content, and it's going to cover just all wrestling-themed stuff. So let me know when you're ready. You ready?
Ready. Let's go.
All right. First up, Chelsea Green.
Shit. Like, stop.
First one out the gate, sticks it.
Canadian.
All right, we'll go with Canadian.
Ounce.
Dominic Mysterio.
Boo.
Good answer. All right, the Bloodline Saga.
Oh God. I love you solo. That's 3 words. Oh God.
That counts. That counts.
Thank you.
So we'll take it. We don't really have rules here. Danhausen.
Amazing.
Okay. It's funny enough. You just mentioned him earlier. Santi's out.
Short.
There's your inside baseball for the night. Short.
All right. Keeping it with Wrestle Talk. I'm going to fire off 2. The Dad Trainer.
I literally just a TikTok.
Yeah, okay. Kill Kevin.
Aw,
All right, we'll take off.
aw, aw.
All right. 2 more. The IWC.
Complicated.
Yes.
All right. And last but not least, my opinion, the most popular video you made, Shawn Michaels.
Oh shit, Bob, you've been oh, OG. Growth.
Growth. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
I'll take it. Well, Wheezy, I want to thank you so much for coming on and just sitting down and chit chatting with us, letting us get to know you and everyone else. I'm going to run your socials on the bottom if you'd like to tell people where they can find you and stuff. I personally think if you're not following Wheezy, you should. She's just genuine. Like, it is hard to find that nowadays in content creating, just people that are genuine, because everyone wants to put that act on for the camera. And it's just
I feel like genuine is going out of style.
Exactly.
I feel like it's not even resonating well anymore. You can be genuine and it is still taken however someone is going to. So it makes it difficult. And I think that's why a lot of people don't stay genuine too, because they're like, well, that's not working. I gotta, be this way. And it's kind of it makes it hard. It's nice talking to you guys because you can tell that you guys are just being yourself, and that's really, really, really refreshing to me. I appreciate it. Oh my god.
I've tried to. I did the whole try to thing. I'm like, if someone's gonna like me for me, or they're not gonna like me. Like, I can't force their hand.
It comes with experience, and
it does.
Just, not everyone is there. And I've been through it, so I am who I am, and it is what it is. And that's the thing, you gotta be comfortable with who you are and all that.
And like Jax said, you are absolutely genuine. We've followed each other for a while and we've never actually spoken. It's an absolute pleasure. You are 100% genuine, and from the bottom of my heart, Wheeze, I cannot thank you enough for doing this as well. So, like Jax said, take the time, promote what you want to promote. The floor is 100% yours.
I'm pretty simple. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I stream there every week. I also am trying to release more videos on YouTube weekly. You can find those Wheezy Blonde at Wheezy Blonde. I'm also on Instagram at It's Wheezy Blonde. I post most of my reactions there. I think I still will be able to. I don't know. I love hate with it. Sometimes I hope that reactions just go away so that I'm not really obligated to do them anymore. But here we are. And I'm also on TikTok. You can find me at Wheezy Blonde. Be nice to me. Thank you.
Well, there you go, everyone. Our first B.F.T Insider interview with Wheezy Blonde. John, what were your thoughts?
Dude, if I have to sit back and when I go back and watch this interview, the first words that are going to come out of my mouth is genuine. She's absolutely genuine. An amazing, amazing person. Great stories. Very, very, very easy to talk to. I thought it was great. What do you think?
I also thought it was very great. I think she's a real one in this content creating space. And I look forward to the future, what it holds for Wheezy, what it holds for us, and everyone who gets into content creating.
Absolutely.
Well, don't forget, everyone, to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, because we're just getting started here on. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. If you made it this far, hit that sub button. If you want to see more, click the video here.